What is going on, everybody? This is Dave Scott here, and right now I am back with another episode of Total Extreme Wrestling 2013 for you guys, and today we're going to do the next episode of WWE 2011. Yeah, let me adjust the size of the recording real quick. Hang on. Here we go. That's better. Alright, so let's get right into the next episode of Friday Night SmackDown. And about that exciting reaction, but not much on the way of heat. Yoshitatsu defeated Derek Bateman in 604 by pinfall of the roundhouse kick. 24E. Wow, they have great chemistry. That explains why it was so good. Derek Bateman is performing in performance skills. Yeah, give jobbers a chance. That's the new trend on Twitter. Do it, everybody, right now on Twitter. Hashtag give jobbers a chance. Alright, then we move on to in a match that's good action and not much in the way of heat. The Usos defeat Tyson Kidd and David Hart Smith in 7-11 when Jey Uso defeated David Hart Smith by pinfall. Smith is a face and Kidd is a heel, but I need a heel tag team, so I mean, Harry just needed to work as a heel for that one time. Harry is improving in technical skills. Tyson is improving in rumble skills. Alright, nice. Not too bad. So, good old JR's on commentary tonight as we welcome you to Friday Night SmackDown. Teddy Long's music hit says the SmackDown general manager says we have a very special guest tonight. He said that this guest is the general manager for SmackDown tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rated R Superstar Edge! And his music hits, he comes down to a huge ovation. He poses as pyro goes off behind him. Once he gets into the ring, a huge Edge chant breaks out from the crowd. He says, wow, it feels good to do that again. The crowd cheers. Teddy welcomes him to SmackDown. Just as Edge goes to speak, Christian interrupts. What is going to make of this? Let's find out now. Captain Charisma makes his way down the ramp and into the ring. He breaks kayfabe for a moment and hugs his best friend. He goes on to say it's great to see him. He asks if he heard right, though. Edge is GM for the night? Edge responds, yes. Christian replies, then you have the power to give me one more match. Edge looks kind of puzzled when Christian says that. Edge says that he can give him a match, not against Randy Orton, though. His shot was last week. But tonight there will be a fatal four-way match between Christian, Sheamus, Mark Henry, and Wade Barret for the #1 contenders. The winner will get a match against Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight Championship at Capital Punishment. The crowd roars as Christian looks frustrated and Edge smiles. Alright, decent start to SmackDown. We move on to, and about the feature great action and a good crowd. Ezekiel Jackson defeated Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater in 8:24 when Ezekiel Jackson defeated Heath Slater by submission. Yeah, I still need to turn Jackson face. That's why they didn't do too well. Ezekiel Jackson's performing in performance skills. Heath Slater's improving in rumble skills. I'm not sure. Torture. Oh, wait. With a torture rack. Come on, mod. Alright, 61C, not too bad. Wow! Big Zeke doing well on the mic. Big Zeke grabs the mic after he's just beaten Slater and Gabriel, two of the three members of the core. Zeke waits for the crowd to die down before warning Barrett that he's coming for the Intercontinental Championship and he's going to take it at Capital Punishment. That's another match booked in for Capital Punishment. That's looking pretty stacked. I'm liking that card. Alright, so, Big Zeke, where are you, buddy? 86B+, daggum, wow. Nice. We might actually do a little bit of pushing with Jackson with that momentum. He actually won the title at Capital Punishment, I do believe. How many matches is that for Punishment now? 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. Alright, awesome Capital Punishment we got. So, we move on to a 55C- in match that's good action, not much in the way of heat. Alicia Fox and Maurice Ouellet defeated Caitlyn and Layla in 6:24 when Alicia Fox defeated Caitlyn by pinfall and axe kick. Alicia Fox told some road stories before the show, so I figured I might give her a win tonight. JR and Michael Cole got good chemistry. Alright. Alicia Fox is improving in flying skills, Layla is improving in technical skills and performing in performance skills, and Caitlyn is performing in performance skills and improving in flying skills. I would have done the Chick Busters, but I didn't really want to give AJ a loss, so I just paired her with Layla, because like the only other face diva I have. So, Mark Henry is backstage prepping for the fatal four-way match tonight. Matt Striker walks up to him and asks what is the strategy for the #1 contenders match. Henry just looks at Striker and walks off. He don't need to explain nothing to y'all. Alright. Oh, so a rematch from last week about the feature great action and a good crowd. Daniel Bryan defeated Cody Rhodes in 12:06 by submission with the cattle mutilation. So yep, I'm gonna have them go in on a feud, but it's not gonna be an actual feud. It's just gonna be like a one-upsmanship thing. So yeah, because plus they can always do a good rating too, so I'm happy about that. Sin Cara Azul is backstage prepping for his match when all of a sudden he is jumped by Sin Cara Negro. Negro goes on to steal Azul's mask. Then we move on to a match that has some good action, not much in the way of heat. Ted DiBiase defeated Sin Cara Negro in 7:07 by pinfall to Dream Street. Ted DiBiase improving his flying skills. Cool. As DiBiase goes to help Sin Cara Negro up, thinking it's Azul because of the mask, Sin Cara hits a tilt-a-world armbar on him, much to the shock of the fans who didn't see Negro steal Azul's mask. As Sin Cara Azul has turned on the fans? So basically what I'm doing is that Negro has stolen Azul's mask, and he's pretending to be the real Sin Cara to kind of, ruin his name. So, Sin Cara Negro is improving acting and is learning to show more charisma. That's a good rating. I thought that'd be doing a lot worse. And then we move on to an extremely short match. Kane defeated General Hall in 4:43 by pinfall with a choke slam from Hell. General Hall is performing in performance skills. Alright, pretty good squash match there. Nice! Our first A. That's cool. The SmackDown. Edge is backstage on the phone when Sheamus walks in. Edge hangs up and they start talking. Sheamus says it's a shame he had to retire so soon. They could have had some legendary matches together. But Sheamus thanks him for the opportunity tonight, fella. Edge says no problem. He tells Sheamus to go out there and do what he does best, and that's kick some ass, fella. So Sheamus does a fella. Edge returns the fella. Our main event gets a 80B. Come to think of it, this was better than Cena and Morrison versus Awesome Truth. I'll take it. And about the future great action, great heat from the audience, Christian defeated Wade Barret, Mark Henry, and Sheamus in 6:21 when Christian defeated Sheamus by pinfall. By using underhanded tactics, Mark Henry is visibly tiring towards the end. I expected that. Sheamus is improving in rumble skills, and Wade Barrett is performing in performance skills. Alright, that's decent. And this does great. Alright, this makes up for it. Christian has just become #1 contender. He rolls out of the ring and quickly scurries up the entrance ramp. But Voices by Rev Theory comes on, and it's Randy Orton, the World Heavyweight Champion. Christian stops in his tracks as Orton comes out onto the stage. Christian tries to run back to the ring, but Sheamus gets in the middle and stops him. Sheamus hits a huge brogue kick. Christian is groggy as he crawls back up the ramp right into an RKO out of nowhere. SmackDown ends with the Viper standing tall over a falling Christian. Awesome. The show got an 84B+ and creeping our popularity in 30 regions. That's what it says. Alright, so, guys, this has been requested and it is coming back. I will see you all at the main title screen. Fruit snacks are bae, man. Alright. Hang on, let me finish chewing something. It's probably really obnoxious. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. Alright. Oh, Jack Alonso. Wasn't he running my road agents? What? Hang on a second. Yeah, he was... Did I fire him? No! Dude! One of my road agents just died! That sucks. Alright, so... How are you guys doing? Andy Levine, Big Andy, the winner of Tough Enough. He fought against Seth Rollins. Alright. So, yeah. Speaking of Tough Enough, I've been really enjoying Tough Enough season, or the season from 2011. I really did enjoy that. I'm waiting on the WWE Network to put out the latest episode of that. He's actually average in ring, that's cool. He has a strong friendship with Bray Wyatt. Okay, sure, that makes sense. Man. And Pat Patterson is leaving us. My best road agent. No. Look at all that. 94 psych. 90 respect. No. Alright, I just had to check behind me real quick. Alright, so. What are we doing? Storyline roundup. Here we go. Awesome. Eh. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's That's good. And that's Alright, what else is there to show? Randy and Christian. Let's check Christian's momentum real quick. 86, cool, and then Randy. 98, awesome. For some reason, good grief. For some reason, the Viper is not a gimmick in here. It usually is. The Barbaric Berserker. Alright. Whatever. Yeah, let's see here. How are we doing financially wise? $1 million! Millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. Just 2.5 weeks in, and I was like in the... Oh, that's my AC. Like 2.5 weeks in, and I was in the negative 100,000s, and just like like 1 week later, I've already surpassed $1 million. The booking god. Dave Scott, everybody. Thank you, thank you. I'll sign autographs later. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, don't really think there's a lot more else to go. Let us check. Anybody we want to hire? Think, Dave. Think. Whoa. What did I just do? I just moved my recording. Hang on, let's fix it. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Alright, so... somebody wanted me to... Oh wait, no they didn't. That was my own. Okay, so yeah. Ricky Morton. I think he's a really nice dude. I met him in person. Yeah. I don't think there is much else to go through, guys. One thing I need to do is just make sure to turn Jackson. Alright, let me go ahead and remove him from the core. The core with that great momentum, though. How? I don't even know. Alright, so, yep. Core is now officially 3 members. That's probably going to be ending soon. Rest in pieces. Alright. So, yeah, guys, that would going to do it for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to smack that like button and comment down below. And subscribe if you're new and want to see more content like this. I hope the yellow halo on the mouse is gone now. And I hope that, I'm going to be rendering this in 720p. I'm sorry about the 480p. If that's what caused the 1 dislike on both of the return videos, I'm sorry that you can't settle for 480p, which is like still almost the exact quality of 720p. So, or if you're just being a little Jack Battle Duty, whatever. You have the right to like or dislike this video. It is your right, that is why it's there. I entertain you guys. Sometimes, you know, sometimes you're not entertained. But, yeah. So, you know, you're free to smack the like, you're free to smack the dislike. I'm not really appreciative of it, but you know what, it's your prerogative. You do what you want. If you don't like my videos, whatever. If you love the videos, awesome. So, yeah, with that being said, guys, thanks so much for watching, and stay subscribed up there and comment down below, and I'll see you next time, guys.